got something hot in the bob, I'ma pull up this spot on the block. Homie, let's talk.
Welcome back to Let's Talk with Fins, the #1 hip-hop review show in Canada.
I'm MLB, I'm your co-host, and today we're interviewing Konfidential. So, Konfidential, what's going on?
How's it going, guys? How you enjoying the island?
Pretty good, man.
It's awesome, bro. Honestly, I can't even, I'm at a loss for words. It's great.
Yeah,
Love it. Yeah,
Nanaimo's treating you good?
Very good, man. Everybody with open arms. It's absolutely beautiful, man. People here are cool. You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of downtown Hamilton, to tell you the truth. Downtown Nanaimo here, you know, it's kind of the same vibe. You know, but yeah, it's nice, man. I love it. It's cool.
So it's very beautiful here, is what you're
Beautiful,
saying.
man.
So, Konfidential, let us know, and our fanatics, who you are and what your music represents.
I go by the name of Konfidential, and my music represents my life experiences. That's a lot of my songs definitely have a lot of personal life influences in them, whatever that may be, good or bad. Yeah.
That's confidential, man.
Confidential.
That's confidential right there. I'm telling you right now. Hey, man, you know, it's a pleasure meeting you guys. You know, everybody on the island, all the artists that we've met. You guys are absolutely hard-working hip-hop artists out here that deserve to be, you know, exposed a little bit more by anybody. So any extra exposure we can give you, I'm proud to do that for you guys.
And
man.
we greatly appreciate that, man.
Yeah,
like
huge.
Everybody is grinding out here, big time, man.
Yeah, dope. And especially you, man. Like we were actually just you hit a huge achievement recently. One of your videos featuring Mercules hit 1 million views on YouTube. So we really wanted to know, like, what's it feel like when you see that 1 million on your video?
That was like made me so happy. Like,
for sure.
Like, obviously it's like a lifelong dream, and big shout outs to Mercules
Hey,
and Prada West.
you already know what it is.
Obviously that didn't happen without Merc and them.
Yep.
So yeah, it was a great feeling. Like, we had a group back in the day called Suitable Ties, and we made a lot of videos.
Yeah, that's cool. That's one of his first groups he was in. Yeah.
Yes, and that was the second video that we did. It was called No Choice. That was like 8 or 9 years ago now.
Damn.
And yeah, just the other day it hit 1 million views, so it feels
Boom!
great. Yes.
1 mil on YouTube, man. Hey, a long
Awesome.
road, but it worked, man. And you know, I'm proud, man. It's good.
Very long road.
Yeah, man, for sure, for sure.
So, throughout your journey, you've performed at many places, over 300 places.
Yep.
One would think you're comfortable on stage, but I don't know, do you still get those butterflies, or what goes through your mind before you hit the stage?
I used to get so nervous before I would hit the stage, and like, it wasn't like I wanted to do it, but it wasn't something that came natural. So I would perform like anywhere I could all the time to get better and better.
Yeah,
And then
every time.
finally I got comfortable where it's all about like finding the right songs and like your energy on stage and crowd interaction. And I feel I've really grown. My live performance got so much better over the years. And yeah, it's all like just having fun and not worry about it too much. If something funny or like you make a mistake, or not so much it happens anymore,
just
but if it
go
does,
with
just
it.
go with
Go
it,
with
because
it.
like
Keep
if
going.
it's funny, you're still getting a crowd
Hilarious,
reaction, right?
exactly.
Like, you can't, I don't know, you can't stress too much about it.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, that's cool, man. You know, you've achieved a lot. You know, I was reading some of the stuff you've done. You've got your music in the right places and put on the right tracks with people. Get 'Em was one of the ones that you had on Rap City.
Yes.
With Snack the Ripper.
Yes.
Tell me what it's like, because man, I watched Rap City ever since I was a kid.
Me too.
So tell me what it was like to watch your video on Rap City.
It was crazy, because it was like 10 years ago, and like still like it was
Man,
my
that's
it was my
epic.
first ever music video.
That's epic.
Stevie Ross, we're good friends, and he helped me put the song together. So we got the beat off Stewie Kubrick, we got Snack, Evil, and then the Scale
Damn.
Breakers
Shout out to
on
Evil
it.
Ebenezer, man.
And yeah, there was actually like, we originally had the song a little bit different at first. Snack had a different verse, and Evil sung the hook, and then we changed the song, and made the video over 2 days in Victoria and Van.
Dope.
Then I just noticed on their website that you could actually submit your videos to Much Music.
Oh, for sure.
So you had to convert it, and we ended up just sending it in, and then
they chose it.
They accepted it, and I
Wow.
was like, holy shit.
Amazing.
moment.
That's a
Yeah, it was,
moment
like,
for sure, man.
crazy.
You know, definitely.
Oh my god. Dave, you'd be like...
I'd be
like,
stoked.
Yeah,
I'd be
like-
stoked.
I
I'd
watched
be
it so many
stoked.
times
You're
on
humble.
TV.
You're
It
humble
was-
about
Yeah,
it, you
I
know?
was
I'd be like,
like,
nah,
trust me, man. It was,
yeah,
like,
that's
crazy,
me,
dude.
man.
Like,
That's me.
Yeah, because I wasn't even really I rapped for a long time, but never really took it serious. And that
Yeah.
was like the first time I like put money into something in first video, and like, yeah, so like, oh man, yeah, it was crazy.
Dope.
Oh my gosh. So with that being said, as a musician, you definitely have to invest in yourself and your craft, make it an important thing in your life, because that's how you progress as an artist, right? So if your house was burning down and your friends and your family and your pets were out safe.
Okay.
Okay, let's just make that clear. They're out safe. What's the one item you'd go back inside for?
The one item I would go back inside for, I have like, not all of them, but like most of like every show I've ever performed at, like the posters.
Oh damn.
So I have like a big stack, and all like anything that I've done musically that was like a really big deal to me, I put in like this one box.
Yeah, man.
So like
you're going for that box.
For that fucking box, man. There's nothing's taking that box out.
That's
dope.
awesome.
Dope, man. Oh man.
God.
So it seems like you're like a really happy dude. You know, it seems like you've overcome a lot in your life. Like me as an artist, and I know a lot of other artists out there, they've had to go through many obstacles, you know, myself included, including like addiction, depression, anxiety through music. Have you ever had to battle your own demons? And if you have, how'd you get over it?
100%. Yeah, I was addicted to drugs when I was younger for quite a while. Like it landed me in some bad places. Like I was homeless for a while, and like, man, like a lot of people don't get out of that. Like I was like bottom of the bottom, man, but like, you know, it's not who I wanted to be, and you know, it was my mom that really like convinced me to go and try to get help.
Good.
So I moved over to the mainland.
So you had support then.
I had, my mom has like always been like the biggest support.
Good.
Like, if anybody, like my mom is amazing.
Good,
so,
man.
Like,
Yo, man, shout out to the moms out there, man. You already know.
Yeah, so she really helped me get over there, and then like addiction just runs in my family, so I had some like family over there that ran a sober home. I struggled with it for a while, but I went to like meetings like every single day. It wasn't treatment, but it was like the same. It was the same type of deal.
And you're clean today?
I am clean today.
Boom! And that's what it's all about right there, man. You fucking tackle life, and you come over those obstacles, and it makes you 100% a better person, man. I'm telling you, life is fucking great without drugs, man. You know?
100%. Man.
I love
like,
it, man.
I
Congrats,
still, like,
bro.
Yeah. It was even funny. I was like, even like that intervention, like the new episode came on, and it was the same of what I did. And I was like, I seen her doing it. I was like, oh man, I can't even watch this.
Nah,
it still
I hate that
like,
show, man. I hate it.
You know, like it's been a long time for me, but like if you are struggling, man, it is possible to get clean. Like as hard as it seems at the time, man, like if you really want it and put in work, like it can be done.
Good,
100%.
man. Thanks. And you heard it here, man. That's confidential. I'm telling you.
So with that being said, our entire nation is suffering right now with COVID. Everything is different. It's changing. Now it does affect, you know, youth mental health as well, especially youth musicians that are trying to push their music, and maybe they might come to a stalemate, right? So can you give them any advice that could help maybe stay positive with their music? Or
yeah, 100%. Like you just got to keep trying. Like for everybody, like it's always the people that just never give up. I know, like everybody might say that, but it's true. Like if you don't give up, these opportunities, just like today, are just going to present themselves. You know, good things are going to like come to people that just keep trying, not give up, man. Like, and really count like the wins as like big wins, even if they're like small. Like, you know, be proud of yourself. Like, because this isn't easy by like any means. Like the amount of work and hours and like how everybody knows like that you put into this, man, like it's crazy. So like, just don't give up, guys.
Yeah, straight up.
Now for the older generation of people like yourselves that are older, that have, let's say, families.
Don't say older, come on.
Younger than the youth.
Yes.
Right? Younger than the youth. Where they have families, where they have responsibilities. Like, how do you cope with balancing both things when you're trying to really crush your music?
That definitely, like, I do have 2 children, so I do have them 50% of the time.
Good,
so,
man. Good for you.
Awesome.
Yeah, so like they're good kids though, so like I just plan out when I'm gonna go to the studio, because once again my mom helps me out a lot.
Hey, man,
and I dropped the one off at my mom's before I came here.
Good, man.
So she's always helping out, so that gives me
Man, you
like,
could have brought the kid too. It would have been cool to
I
have
know,
him
I
in
was
the
like,
interview, man. We like kids. We have kids as well, man.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
and I was
anytime,
like, maybe
man.
not.
Next time, maybe.
Yeah.
Next time, maybe.
Yeah, I would love that.
She would think it was pretty cool. But
that was kind of going into my next question too. Like I know on families, especially, never mind artists, that this COVID outbreak has been absolutely mental. So I really feel like the COVID is either gonna bring the hustler out of you or show you that you're not a hustler at all.
Yes.
You just don't have it in you.
Yeah.
So tell our fans and our viewers what you've been doing through the COVID to try to keep yourself busy and relevant.
I've been doing a lot of music lately. Normally I do work a full-time job doing drywall, but I got hurt and had back surgery at the beginning of the year, so I've been off work.
Okay.
So it's actually given me a lot more time to do music.
Chance to get back into the music.
So I do have a new album with Mr Simal Man coming, completely
produced by Kriple.
Oh!
Hey!
I'm pretty stoked about this one. Like,
yeah,
it's
man.
Some really personal.
Kriple's a monster.
Yes, every beat is produced by Kriple. Mr Simal Man, he's like crazy.
Shout out
like,
to Mr Simal Man. Yo, ESQ, what up?
These guys are like so good. So like every time like I'm hearing stuff, I'm like, man, I'm getting on the song. I'm like, oh my god, like it's hard to compete with these guys, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, but then it pushes me to try harder, right?
Yeah,
so
of
then
course.
I'm like,
How satisfied are you with this, with working with the group of people that you've been working with the album? Do you feel like you have a lot to say?
yes, especially in this album, I feel like me and Harry came up with these ideas for the songs. Like he had a lot of them, and they were just like so good. So it's like, oh my god, okay, yes, okay. So that's that's what the song is gonna be like. So like, yeah, it's really personal. I think everybody's really.
I figure if you're doing a track with Mr ESQ, though, it's got to be personal. It's got to be like emotional.
Yes, man. Yeah,
it's got to be like heartfelt. Like it's got to attach to people. You know what I mean? So
yeah, everything he does is like.
I'm excited to hear
so
that.
So it pushes me to like. Although I like that's like the topics I like to stay on anyways. Yeah, it always pushes me because then you're thinking a bit like
Hey man, that's what it's all about in Nanaimo.
So
hey! Hey man, Nanaimo's finest, bud.
Nanaimo's finest.
Hey man, it's all good.
So tell people when that album releases, where they can find it, when it's ready.
We don't like the album is already recorded. We didn't never set a release date because he's got like
soon. It's coming soon.
It is coming soon, very soon, and it will be like everywhere music is streamed: Spotify, YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, all that stuff. He's just like he's got other albums that he's already done. Like he's already like got so many albums like put away that he's already done and working on new ones that he sets to release. So it's just kind of we're working into that because I do have another album coming with my homie Teos from Independent Generation. Teos, yeah.
Nice.
T-E-U-S.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
He has
I'll
a recording.
I'll have to hear that.
Yeah, man. He's got we got Evil Ebenezer on it. We
Oh
got
man, awesome.
Dub C from West Side Connection.
Damn, Dub C. Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's a
man.
good feature, man.
We got him in the studio while he was in town. It was a few years ago now, but we've been like sleeping on the song for like so long. But
don't matter, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And,
all right, so take us back to like a moment right now where you like every artist goes through those moments where they feel like giving up or they feel like this music might not be their way in life. You know what I mean? So take this back to that moment when you thought you were gonna throw in the towel, but then you got a W.
Yeah.
And you're like, so take us to one of those moments.
I've had a lot of those moments because you do put in so much and you just don't get.
Yep.
You always expect it to do like better than it does a lot. Sometimes things like I don't know. I've had those moments a lot, but like
100%.
Every time I keep going and I see my friends like. Everybody like that we've already been talking about, like they just don't stop, and it's just like man, like it just motivates me to like keep trying, man, and like things do come about from it. Like sometimes you're not always expecting it, and they just pop up, and you're like,
100%.
Man, I'm like happy, like I didn't throw in the towel. Plus, like I know we always want big results, but like we got to remember like why we're doing it. We love to express ourselves, creating something out of nothing, like. Even if nobody heard my song, like it still makes me happy to make something.
Of course,
you know what
that's
I mean?
the reason I do music. Is for me.
Like, and I just gotta remember that, right? Like, music saved my life when like I was down and out, man. That's all that I had. Yeah. So like, why I can't turn my back on it now? Yeah. And like, yeah, man. Like.
So what's your biggest W you think in your mind? In the music, what's your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement, the Much Music Rhapsody was like really big. The million on that video the other day was like really big. Like,
that's huge.
Both my last albums were in the top 10.
Google Play and iTunes top 10.
Top 10. It was only for like a day.
Don't matter, bro.
I got the picture.
So humble. The guy's so humble, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man.
So like that was like, oh man, that was pretty fucking sweet too.
Yeah.
I had like a music video 2 years ago, and it was about addiction. and then the newspapers picked it up and it was
I
published.
love
and,
that. I
like
love that.
that was like
when the newspapers are picking stuff up on local hip hop artists, I really appreciate that because
Yes.
where I come from, CHCH News, they don't put local hip hop artists on their news because they don't feel it's relevant to what they want to talk about.
Yeah.
They always want to put on like, oh, another person got shot in Hamilton today, or another person got robbed downtown. But it never tells you about the guy who saved the guy from getting robbed.
100%.
Or it never tells you about, you know, anything positive. So I've been trying for time to get on the news, and because I'm like making a riot in my city right now, so and they just won't cover it. They won't cover. So good job on that.
Yeah,
man.
it's the bad news that always sells, right? They just feed us that.
Yeah, it's bull. It's bull, but it happens. So, man, I can't thank you enough for coming through for the interview.
Thank you,
You're an
man.
absolute gem in the city, and you know, I found that once I started meeting the dudes, once we started talking to all these dudes out here that are crushing the game out here on the west side, I really feel you know, I really feel respected, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's a
man.
love,
Perfect,
bro.
man.
It's a love for sure.
We'll
so,
definitely see you back
yeah,
on the
man.
island then, 100%.
Oh man, we're gonna move out here.
Yeah,
We're gonna move
A
out
lot of
here.
people say that, man. Like it's
Yeah.
it's a beautiful place and the people are good here. Like
Yeah,
I
they
love it.
are.
I'm never leaving.
Yeah,
so.
you shouldn't, man. This is Let's Talk with Fins, man. We're here with Konfidential, and we're signing off. This is my lovely co-host, MLB. We're going to be all over the island for the next couple days, so make sure you follow the Day Today series, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification for all the live updates, and stay posted, man.
You got something hot in the bob, I'ma pull up this spot on the block. Homie, let's talk.